to welcome everybody to CPU. You've managed to win the gold lottery for your educational future, and particularly because it involves coming to the best pre-university preparation that you can get in Malaysia or really anywhere. The CPU is an unbelievable experience. You'll work very hard, but you will learn a tremendous amount and you will enjoy every minute of it. So that's a very sincere welcome on behalf of all of the staff in CPU.
Now that you've left me, there's no returning. I keep comparing.
Okay. Hi, my name is Eddie Arif. I'm a GPA scholar pursuing engineering degree in Canada. I've been here for 1 year to pursue the CPU program. I think one of the best things about the CPU program is how delightful the lecturers are. I mean, one of the lecturers that I hope you guys are able to meet is Mr. Tan. From the looks of him, you can't see that he's a lecturer per se. He's more of a drummer. But once you listen to him talking about quantum mechanics, it sure makes sense.
Apa yang best pada CPU ni, cikgu dia banyak orang petik. Lepas tu macam markah final kan, dia lebih kepada coursework tak. Jadi kepada yang suka buat kerja last minute, jangan jadi macam saya. Jangan buat kerja last minute.
Hello, my name is Veruni. I'm from Sarawak. And what do I like about CPU? One thing I like is, although despite all those homeworks and test scores load, you can expect that you always have fun and do stuff that you like. For example, one thing I like about this program is you have the CCA, and then where you can play ping pong, snooker, and you have the music chamber. And there are also various activities that you can join and just express yourself.
Alright, CPU is pretty much an experience where you are exposed to the way of life, the methodology of studying in a university, because it pretty much encourages independence, and it creates a situation where there is no one correct answer, there is no one universal solution to a problem. There are a lot of ways, there are a lot of perspectives, there are a lot of lenses that can be used to approach a particular problem, and that is what CPU teaches its students. But of course at the same time it encourages us to enjoy the process of learning, as learning is not monotonously reading from a book, but it is a combination of studying in class, having interactive discussions and participating in various fun activities organized by the various clubs and groups here in CPU.
CPU is not as easy as you think, because it's an intensive program with a lot of assignments, quizzes, tests and projects. CPU aims to develop a holistic individual, because apart from studying, we also have our presentation, drama, group projects, which we can have practical experiences and apply our knowledge, the knowledge that we have learned. It's not just about studying, we also have to commit ourselves to 10 hours of community service. Besides that, CPU also has great lecturers that will guide and inspire you. It also prepares you very well for university, because we have our research projects to do, and we need to learn how to cite and get information from scholarly sources.
Come and gone away in either Paris or Rome, and I wanna go home.
As an engineering student, I have to complete 6 courses in CPU in order to graduate. The first subject that I took is physics and also chemistry as my science subjects. In my first semester, I took advanced functions, and second semester I took calculus and vectors. My elective subject is that I've chosen is computer science. It teaches me how to do computer programming, and it's very fun. And as a sponsored student, I also took English Trio, which prepares me well for English 4U, which is also a compulsory subject in CPU.
Hi, my name is Pechi, and I was previously from SMK CPU, currently a proud JPA scholar at Taylor's. Just a few weeks back, I have just graduated from the Canadian PU program, and I'm currently doing economics. As an economics scholar, I find economics a really interesting subject. So in CPU, what we learn in the economics course is there are two levels. One is microeconomics and the other one is macroeconomics. So at the microeconomics level, we learn how individual consumers interact with the market and how demand and supply take place to find an equilibrium point between the two. While zooming out at the macroeconomics level, we learn how a nation's economy works at its best, how people compete to survive in a perfect competition market, and how the inflow and outflow of money in the economy will affect countries' well-being. Well, economics is just everywhere in our daily life, and it's just really intriguing. And other than that, in the economics course in CPU, we do something really interesting, which is called the Freakonomics. Well, now do not freak out yet, because this book touches on the simplest but yet unnoticeable things in our daily lives. You just basically have to read the book, write some essays, and voila, economics is just pure fun.
One of my favorite subjects in CPU is calculus. Well, calculus is the differentiation of functions, such as Hall functions, trigonometric functions, and exponential functions. The main focus in this subject is about real-life applications, such as the rate of changes, which can be applied to economy, science, and measurements. In fact, most test questions in this subject are about applications. In vectors, which is another part of this subject, we learn about geometric vectors, Cartesian vectors, dot and cross product. Our final project is to build a model with different types of vectors and use equations to solve problems in that model. So it's quite an interesting subject and as well as challenging.
One of my most favorite moments in CPU is our projects as well. I have been involved in our group work project with my friends. It was just amazing seeing our project come to life, creating 20 steps in 1 month was a tricky task, but thankfully we pulled it through and it was a very nice project again.
Lepas tu, apa yang memorable dia, saya sempat pergi buat konsert. Ada waktu talent show yang Taylor's buat, saya sempat buat konsert. Dia boleh tengok video saya ke Egypt ada. Lepas tu waktu lapang kan kita orang main game seperti main gitar.
Okay, I'm involved in the student council. I was the president of the student council, in fact. And basically what we do in the student council is pretty much plan out activities of what to do with our 600 plus CPU students, scholar or not, this and that, blah blah blah, and to see what kind of activities suit people. It's not an easy job, but we have sworn to do our best. And we have organized a few activities successfully. We had a futsal tournament, and we have the dress up week, which is a mandatory must do in CPU. We also had a pool tournament, and we pretty much assisted in promotions of the various activities like the prom night and a couple more activities we have in CPU. The experience in council is fantastic. It gives you a first-hand experience on how to manage people, pretty much like running a government, only thing in a smaller scale. And since I do have the passion and the experience in doing so, it was a challenging but definitely interesting experience.
The most memorable thing in CPU to me is the assignments not. Well, I think that the most memorable thing in CPU is the people and the friendship that you gain throughout the 1-year course. CPU has actually made me meet a lot of people, friends, awesome lecturers, And even the lecturers are like teachers in classrooms, but they are more than that. They can become your closest friends, you can talk about anything with them, and the friendship that you gain will last forever. So yeah, I'm proud to be part of this big family of CPU, and I'm definitely sure that you will find a place to fit in CPU. Thank you.
Well, for all of you intending to pursue CPU, my advice is number one, leave all your differences behind. That's not what we want to see here in CPU. We accept differences, we embrace differences, we respect each other's differences, but at the same time we work together as one. So push away the shyness. No, we don't want any shyness, we don't want any reservedness, we don't want Mr. Stuck to the book every day. Now enjoy yourself, get out of that shell, get out of that quote-unquote that keeps you bounded all this while. Express yourself. There's so many channels here in CPU that you can express yourself, make yourself known, get along with so many people, because all of you are in the same program and you have the same interest. Therefore, be a socialist.
The most effective way of studying, in my opinion, is to manage your time properly. Time management is very important in CPU as it's intensive and has a very high workload. So my opinion is that we need to have an organizer or calendar to keep track of deadlines, and we have to follow our lecture schedule. It's better to start ahead of schedule rather than being late.
Okay, kalau baca buku macam Hamlet, Macbeth, memang best. Tapi itu lah, kadang-kadang boring juga lah. Lagi kita orang pun kadang-kadang kalau ada boring tu main dulu. So kadang-kadang kita orang tengok macam tengok video macam cerita Insidious, seram lah. So lah ni main gitar, tapi satu tali dah putus, tak tahu lah. Kita orang datang main juga. Nanti kita orang boleh pergi summit, pergi jalan sana, beli dari kisah. Bahkan kita boleh tengok wayang kat situ. Macam-macam aktiviti tu.
So to all of you scholars out there, I know it's a really proud moment to be one of the most prestigious scholarship holder in the country, but don't stress out. Don't just study and be a bookworm. Relax and have fun with your friends and enjoy every single moment in your